Yo, yo, yo! What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of the Miami Geeks Weekly Updates, brought to you by DigitalCrackNetwork.com. I'm your host, Punch305. With me, as always, old school gaming specialist, Uncle Willie. Willie? Wait. Bro, why of all days? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm playing Diablo 4.
Why? No. Why are you deciding to play Diablo 4 knowing that we have a podcast right now?
No. Why did you decide to have a podcast knowing I'm playing Diablo 4? That's the real question.
No, man. No. Okay, stop. STOP.
Fine.
Diablo 4 and freaking playing.
Listen, what? I'm doing very important things. I am saving Sanctuary.
Don't tell that to me. Tell that to our audience. I've been waiting for us for a while to talk all the nonsense that we're going to be talking about today.
They understand. Today is Sanctuary. Tomorrow is Azeroth because, server restart. Server reset. Whatever. We're going to do this. Let's do this. It's Monday. You can already see by this. You see by this right here. You can tell my emotions.
No, it's Monday. That's how. Sure.
Look. It's Monday. Mm-hmm. It's been a rough few days. How about we just dispense with a script altogether and just freestyle this,
bro? Let's do it, bro. Let's just talk, man. I mean, there's so much to bring up, anyways, and I'm just kind of just yeah.
First thing I want to bring up is that you, sir, have the luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. He pops up in our chat, our signal chat, and throws up that he's been invited to the beta for freaking PlayStation 5. This guy has a leprechaun trapped in a room in his house somewhere, he won't let out. Every once in a while, he just opens a little slit, throws some Lucky Charms in there. Not even the marshmallows.
No,
just the cereal. Okay,
look, I want to share right here, right quick. Why not?
That's what he shared in our signal chat. Okay, he's been invited to the beta program. The beta that they talked about recently is supposed to be a big one.
Yeah,
literally big, because they allow you to add 8 terabyte SSDs.
Which I'm still surprised that they're doing that, dude. Still.
God help your wallet.
For 8 terabytes on a PlayStation 5?
SSD prices have gone down, especially M.2 SSDs. You can get a 2 terabyte drive for about $100.
Yeah, just about.
So if you've been looking to upgrade your storage, well, there you go. But yeah, they hinted on that. They talked about they're going to add Dolby Atmos support. And they're going to make it so that you can actually stop the PS5 from beeping when you start it.
Yeah. And, to be honest, I don't really care about the beeping. I mean, that's been going on since what? The PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2? Yeah.
PlayStation 3. And the funny thing is, my PS3 doesn't beep.
What? Why not?
I don't know. It has been over a year. One day I'm like, hey, it doesn't beep. It works. It works perfectly fine.
I mean, technically, Willie. I mean, they're going to be adding a lot of features to this beta right now. To be honest, I'm most likely going to give it a shot after this whole podcast to just see what they're really going to be pushing. But I didn't really care about the beeping. I just thought the whole extra space that they're giving us for the PlayStation 5, I think that's phenomenal. I think it's actually pretty freaking cool, if you ask me.
I find it surprising. Well, maybe not. Considering that PS5 games are bigger than PS4 games because of textures and the like, I would think that they would let you put bigger SSDs. But then again, the PS5 came out, 3-4 years ago?
Yeah. Give or take.
8 terabyte SSD were a pipe dream back then. 8 terabyte M.2 SSDs that were fast enough for the PS5, pipe dream. $1,000. So, I guess, but still, I would have preferred to have that from the beginning. Well, I'd like to have a PS5,
I wouldn't.
not yet.
I mean, they gave us something at least. They gave us what? They gave us 2 terabytes in the beginning, right?
I don't know. You have one. I don't. I think only give you 1 terabyte.
No. For space, they give you, I think, it's 800 gigs. But
well, yeah, because it says 1 terabyte, but after software and all that.
Yeah, but then when they pushed out the software update to use the SSD, I think the max was 2 terabytes, if I'm not mistaken.
The PS5 console.
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think it was
the
2.
The base one had a 1 terabyte drive.
Mm-hmm.
There can be a 2 terabyte, but it's a 1 terabyte at launch. Which a 1 terabyte, 2 Call of Duty games and a wallpaper. You're done. You're done.
You're finished.
But I mean, good for PS5 owners. I'm not getting one yet. Sony, please don't.
You're getting one soon, Willie. You're getting one soon.
No,
you're saying this whole thing. Yeah, no, you're gonna get the slim.
If the slim comes out, and it's not just the big chunky PS5 with a removable drive. I don't need to wake up to a monolith. I don't have space to put it.
All I know, you're gonna have a second server. That's what it's gonna be called. It's gonna be
your server. I already have my rack, my server rack. Which I mean, FPL right now is asking me if I want to be on their VIP program because this thing is sucking up electricity. I don't need another one. The thing I'll probably connect and it starts glowing. I don't need that. Like the freaking X sign that Elon Musk put on the building of Twitter. It's still called Twitter.
Yeah, best X. But I'm not gonna lie. That X glowing light feature thing that they put, I couldn't help but see it on YouTube, and I was looking at it. And I was like, that's actually pretty cool. It looks like something for a concert. But I was very mesmerized by it. I was like, that's pretty awesome. I don't care if they have the money to do that things. Screw it.
Can you imagine? He turns it on, and all of a sudden you start hearing death clock music.
That'd be awesome.
Like
or they're gonna play DMX on there.
Well, see, look, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, X passed away. X can't give it to you no more.
But he can still bring it. I mean, dude, give me X. Oh, okay, how about Exhibit? Hell, we're gonna go through all the X's if we can.
Wait. Don't say give me X on something that you're gonna put on YouTube.
Yeah, you're right. No, I don't want.
First of all, now imagining you at a nightclub, sucking on a pacifier while pinching your nipples.
Why would you imagine that? First of all,
I don't want to. This is how my pitiful lizard brain works. You know this.
You know what? We have boundaries now, Willie. You and I have boundaries.
There ain't no boundaries.
No, we're gonna have a chair between us because there ain't no way you're gonna get near me when I'm drinking. And you're like, "Hey guys, how you feeling?"
Okay, now you're bringing flash dance into this.
Okay.
Let me stop. I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
I'm not. What does this sleeping speak about? He just made it worse. I'm just gonna be like, give me the drops. Give me the drops. I can't sleep for this.
Now that we talk about X passed away, we got to talk about someone we lost today.
Dude, you know what? And I'm actually mortified about this, man, because the fact that we lost Paul Reubens, Pee Wee Herman, the actor, he died at 70 years old. You know, and for others that be seen, they're like, oh, 70 is a pretty long age. But, for Willie and I think he still had a lot of life in him. The thing is that, what got him was cancer. And he's been fighting this for 5 years, 6 if I'm not mistaken.
6 years. And he kept it under wraps.
And dude, and you know what hurts me the most? He apologized to his fan base about not saying anything. And you know what, man? That's a lot. But to me, it's like, dude, you don't have to apologize. That's something that you're fighting within yourself. That's not something like, hey guys, fighting cancer. So no, okay, I honestly, it bothered me because I was like, man, you don't have to apologize, man. Everyone knows who you are, dude. And the fact that you pass away like this, it just hurts everybody, And he was fantastic, dude. The funny things about Paul Reubens, he's been in so many things that nobody really realized. I'm 28 years old to find out that he was actually the father of Penguin in Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 10 years old.
He was also in a Cheech and Chong movie.
Yeah, that he turned to the lizard. I'm sorry.
The hamburger guy.
I love that one.
Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams.
And then, of course, I didn't know that he was in Buffy the Vampire Slayer when he was the last vampire that yeah. Dude, like I was like, damn it all. Like, how the hell? But even though with all that, dude, he still brings like some sort of joy to me. And especially, of course, I used to watch freaking his show, and I thought that it was the most phenomenal thing ever. What was it called? The Pee Wee Herman show. Pee Wee's Playhouse. Dude, the song is embedded in my brain.
Okay, and Lawrence Fishburne was a cowboy in that show.
Yes. He was what? Cowboy. What was his name? Cowboy something.
Cowboy Bob, I think it was. Cowboy, I don't remember. And that dog, that big dog.
Yeah.
That was Vern Troyer inside.
You're kidding me.
Vern Troyer is inside that dog.
That is, dude. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Well, rest in peace, Paul Reubens. That's sad that you left, and I hope that you're not in pain now. And damn, it sucks. Gone too soon.
No, yeah, man.
But you know what really hurt from that? You know what really hurt from that article?
What?
You hung over an ad, and they were showing White Claw vodka.
Ugh.
Now I have to live with that in my life.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But
you know, I don't know, dude. I just feel that a lot of people like take this whole thing right now with Paul Reubens passing away like this. You know, they take it like to a different level, if I should say. I don't know. I just feel like sometimes there's a lot of people that take this to a different level to what it is. You know, like a lot of people, like I'm telling you right now, like I felt bad for the fact that, you know, before his passing, before he died, you know, he's apologizing to his audience, his fan base. And a lot of people that I've been noticing, they just bring up just the bullshit, dude. Like what happened in the adult theater, let's just say. They bring it up like, oh, you know that he did in adult theater. I'm like, okay, and like so
that's the thing. That's the thing about death. There's always gonna be that one idiot in the background is going to be like, yeah, but that person did a really messed up thing. But all right, Gandhi, tell me about how your life has been full of nothing but peaceful moments. Go ahead, lie to me. Tell me about how you didn't throw that rock at that dog.
Bastards.
People are garbage.
They are, man. And the thing is that I'm like, you know, like I'll just try to remember all the good times, like when he was in Blow, when the Pee-wee's Big House, the movies he's done with Tim Burton, and then of course, the last movie that I kind of remember him was Pee-wee's Holiday. I saw it, and you know, to be honest, even though it was kind of corny and cheesy, I still had a good time watching it, and it was just because of him. It's just because of him, Paul Reubens.
I mean, I'll always hold up Pee-wee's Playhouse as a way better than anyone expected game of a movie.
Oh my god, yes.
You watch it now, it's still funny.
Yeah, it's a Big Bertha.
When I there's a well, you know, the watering hole I always go to, a Falcon Pub.
Yes.
They don't have karaoke anymore, but when they had karaoke there was one guy who was an absolute legend. He went to do karaoke, and he did tequila.
Oh, yes.
And by doing tequila, I mean he was just standing there. And all of a sudden, tequila. That was it. Legend.
Dude, I mean, just a little thing like that. And the fact that he did the whole thing with the big white boots, very memorable. Very memorable. Yes. And people love that. And you could play that song right now anywhere, and people will be like, oh, yeah, Pee Wee Herman.
The Pee Wee dance.
Yeah, the whole back and forth. Yeah. Which is still, to me, phenomenal, dude.
Listen, the 80s and 90s gave us a lot of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good stuff. He was late 80s, early 90s. He was late 80s.
Around there, yeah. Around there. Yeah.
Late 80s. Yeah. You know what? Another thing that was really good in the 80s?
Tell me.
Transformers.
Thank you. Thank you.
G1 Transformers. I know.
Yes.
I know. Optimus Prime died for our sins, and because Hasbro needed to make new robots, but G1 Transformers, I always hold it up as the gold standard.
I'm not gonna lie, and you're absolutely right about that, dude. I thought G1 Transformers, especially when they showed them in freaking the Bumblebee movie, loved it.
Please play that.
Decepticons attack!
Oh my god, that little clip right there alone is just everything for me. I just don't know how anybody doesn't get like the chills and on a weird erection when Soundwave comes out like Decepticons attack, and then everything's going on. You're like, oh.
The only people who don't get chills were born after 1995, and the only people who don't get a weird erection are women. Although if they got an erection, that'd be really weird.
I'll have questions.
No, they have erections too. We won't talk about that now, but they do. Anyway, you know who also thinks the Transformers is awesome?
What?
Hasbro.
Oh, please carry on.
You know, the people who made the Transformers.
Yeah.
They didn't make the Transformers. They took the Japanese toys and Americanized them. Okay?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But please go on.
They love them so much, and they went to Activision Blizzard and they said, "Hey, you guys made Transformers games back in the day. Why don't you remake them?" And Activision Blizzard said, "See what happened. The dog ate my hard drive."
How do they lose a game like that?
Activision Blizzard does not care a damn about their IPs outside of what can we do to monetize them.
Dude,
okay?
It's like,
there's how many hold on, because I have them here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Transformer games, 7 Transformer games. There are 7 Transformer games on the PS3. They also came out on the Xbox 360. With all the Transformer Mania going on, you would think, yeah, we can remaster these things. Well, apart from the fact that Activision doesn't even like remastering.
I just think that it's just such a dumb move. But Willie, serious question though, is there a way that they can recover this? Like,
I don't know. This is not the first time this happens. It's just that the most famous one wasn't with Activision Blizzard. Konami wanted to do a re-release of the Silent Hill games, which also on the PS3. The first 3, and the first 3 or first 4, the first 3, and famously, they lost source code to Silent Hill 2.
Wow.
The one that people consider to be the best one. And they butchered it. They butchered it hard. It's not unheard of to lose this stuff, especially when you don't give a shit about the IP if it's not making you money right now. But that's a shame. That was easy money.
It is. I was going to tell you, is there a way to, like, let's say, recover these source codes by the game itself, like kind of like burning it and seeing if there's anything on there?
It's going to be very difficult. You don't, it's those are things where if you don't have the original source, it becomes like what happened with Grand Theft Auto, the definitive edition.
Yeah. So in other words, this is going to be like the copy paper effect. The original's there, all nice and printed, really high gloss, whatever. But the minute you put it on a copy machine, and he starts, doing all these multiple shots, whatever, it just kind of like fades away until there's like a horrible copy of the original.
It's one of those things where you're going to have someone redo it from scratch. It's not unheard of because if I remember correctly, the Crash Bandicoot remaster was done from scratch.
Yeah.
So it can be done in the hands of a competent developer, and Activision Blizzard has plenty of competent developers. I don't know if they'd want to dedicate time from that when they could be making loot boxes. But oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, whatever, dude. But you know what? You know what? There's something I do want to bring up, Willie, and it's so what's going on with the Switch?
Let me see.
What's going on with the Switch? Really? We're gonna really.
Oh no, it looks fine to me.
No. Okay, yeah, it's fine, perfectly fine. Thank you.
By the way, Diablo Switch.
Diablo, it's red hot.
Actually, it's kind of warm. It's been charging for a while.
Really?
Yep. As a matter of fact, let me make sure that it's there. What you were saying?
No, the thing is that I wanted to kind of bring up, man, that now there's sources out there talking about that there's going to be a Switch 2 coming up.
That's been the talk. There's nothing.
But they said that it's happening, but they're saying that there's going to be like this big talk is going to happen next year, and I'm actually impressed with the fact that came out like that. I would have thought that they would have kind of like held it down until like somewhere in December and just say like, hey guys, you know, get ready for next year. We're going to be talking about the Switch 2. But it looks like they're talking about it.
They're talking about the next gen console. It doesn't have a name yet, and Nintendo's not the one talking about it. There's reports that there's going to be a Switch 2 or whatever the hell it's going to be called. There's talk that developers have dev kits, and there's talk that it's going to come out second half of 2024.
Yep, right.
We haven't even heard a code name.
They're gonna probably give it something. They're gonna probably get something silly. Let's just be honest.
I mean, I vote for Switch U.
Switch. Wow, I Switch U.
It can't be any worse than Microsoft.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, Xbox One, XXS, and no, they cannot make it any simpler.
The only word that we know is going to be in the name of the next console is Xbox.
Yeah, I mean, they could have not chosen. They could have just chosen a simpler route like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4.
I still say that they missed out on a really good marketing opportunity when they released the Xbox Series X. They could have shortened it like I did and called it the XX, and done a promotion where you get a free year of X videos. Microsoft, what are you doing?
I'm pretty sure they're watching this video. They're like, "Did you guys hear this?" No, I did not either. And just turn off the screen or whatever. Like,
turn everything off. Listen, you have Game Pass. How about Lube Pass?
Lube?
Lube
You
Pass.
said lube, Lube, lube.
Yes, Lube Pass. What's wrong with that?
Explain to me this Lube Pass, Willie.
Listen,
please.
You have a service that streams video games to your computer, to your console, and a computer, because they have a Game Pass Ultimate. Why can't you have a dedicated channel with curated adult entertainment? Obviously, it's going to be more expensive.
Okay,
but you have parental filters. You can set it so that if certain people are playing, they can't access it. All right, and you can have that stealth mode where one moment you're sitting there watching Angela White, and then the wife's coming in. You press a button combination, and it looks like you're playing Flappy Bird. I don't know.
The fact that you put Angela White and we're playing Flappy Bird, I can only imagine the guy who's playing. He's just like, I almost got the high score. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you sweating your pants off?
Did you see how hard this game is? No, I'm seeing how hard you are. Listen, that's totally separate. Why are you bringing that up? Well, I already brought it up, but you know what I mean.
And this segment is brought to you by Lube.
They need to come back. They need to come back. Come back to us, please.
I miss doing those freaking little segments.
Someone sponsor us so we can bring that back.
You know what? Yes, whoever's watching this, please sponsor us so we can do our segment cutaways like we used to do. It's just phenomenal.
Now we're gonna get sponsored by Pornhub. Watch.
Yes. You know what? Okay, fine. We're just gonna keep it rated G, but bring us Pornhub. Guys,
I want like I want to think like I think when we get big enough that we have a sponsorship segment, and my dream group of sponsors, I can't. I'm looking forward to the day where you come up and say this show is sponsored by Pornhub, Manscaped, and Magic Spoon for some reason.
No, yeah, Magic Spoon, yeah, of course. Everyone's gonna be like, Pornhub and Manscaped. What the hell is Magic Spoon has to do with this? Guys, Magic Spoon, it keeps us going and it keeps our timer.
Listen, if you're trimming your nuts while watching some really weird fetish porn, what better way to spend it than eating cereal?
Oh my God!
Listen, much better than eating Cheetos. Take it from me.
That is gross. That is, God, my Nikes. I don't want to think anymore. I refuse to have any thought anymore after this. Look, guys, Pornhub. What was that spoon one? I can't think.
Magic Spoon.
I was gonna call it silver spoons. You know what, guys? If you listen to this, I'm so sorry for the Cheeto part.
Rick Schroeder can join us on the podcast that day.
Fine, he can let him. That'd be fine. But I'm just telling you right now, no Cheetos involved in this podcast anymore. That's it. No. I'm actually putting a ban on Cheetos on this freaking show now.
That's perfectly fine. Besides, Doritos taste better anyway.
that cat meme is just gonna be just right there.
Cool ranch flavored. That's all I'm saying.
God, you know what? Let's just stop here because we're just gonna continue on. Let's talk about serious stuff. Let's talk about Barbie.
You just came away from talking about porn and boners, and now you want to talk about Margot Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Yeah, let's talk about Margot Robbie and the fact that her freaking movie is dominating the freaking box office right now, Willie. And I'm just surprised at it because I thought that Oppenheimer was going to take over, and not only that, I thought a Haunted Mansion was actually going to do some good. I actually saw the movie and I liked it. It had a good story, really good story actually. Yeah, I was choked up with your Doritos.
I know, man. I know. It's pretty emotional.
Yeah. Well, very.
I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it. I haven't had a chance to. I know that, a grown dude wanting to go see a Barbie movie is weird. But in my defense, did you see the second trailer?
The second trailer of Barbie?
Yeah. The one where Ken's being a freaking chauvinist and telling the female doctor, okay, where's the doctor at? I am the doctor. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah, but I think it leads off to something else. Like there's more to it.
There is, weird. And people who are all they're people they got their panties in a bunch because evidently the movie makes fun of men, and God forbid you do that.
Yeah, I don't
whatever. The second week, in the second week in theaters, it made $93 million. It's made $351.4 million in 2 weeks domestically.
Yeah.
Worldwide, it has made $775 million. It's threatening the Super Mario Bros. Movie as the best movie of the year.
It's threatening them?
Threatening them. The Super Mario Bros. Movie, like 1.3 billion, 1.35 billion, I think.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks, it's already halfway.
Look, I'm going to say this much. That movie's going to stop right on Wednesday. It's going to stop. Why? Because we're getting Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out Wednesday. Okay. And it's going to be Let's get there.
Let's get there. Let's talk about the top 10 for this past weekend.
Let's go.
Let's get the top Oppenheimer 10. Stayed at number 2, made $46.2 million. It's made just a little under $200 million in 2 weeks. Not bad for an almost 3-hour movie where it's basically just talking.
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion opened at third with $24.2 million. You saw it.
Yeah, I liked it.
And you said you really did like it. Okay.
Yeah, I really liked it.
You want to elaborate or?
Okay, so let me go to my regular screen here so I can talk to everybody for a second. So I saw the Haunted Mansion, and I'm gonna tell you something. It's not like the Eddie Murphy movie. It has more weight to it, and this is more of a movie like how to cope when someone dies type of thing. Because there's a lot of touchy subjects in this movie, and it's not dark like man they're going to dark subjects in this movie because they still kept it family friendly for a PG-13 movie. But overall, I just thought they touched some subject there for people that are they're technically fighting like they're going through like really bad ones. Like when there's a close family member or a spouse or anybody that passes away. Like this is the type of movie. It's about grieving and how to cope with it and how to there's more to life than when you're grieving and how to let it go sometimes. And I thought it was fantastic. My daughter saw it; she loved it. Though some parts there was a lot of jump scares, which I thought it was really cool because they kind of caught me off guard a couple times. But the fact is that when you come to find out who's the villain in the Haunted Mansion, you're just like, holy crap. And then the backstory behind it, which I was like, okay, I wrote the Haunted Mansion so many times, but now that I understand what's going on, you're like, holy crap, that's intense. Like for them to actually put that type of that type of story arc for a ride that nobody understood what was the point of. It was just like, oh, just get on there, get scared, blah blah blah, and that's it. And then you come to find out one of the main characters in there is the villain. But overall, at least in my
So you're saying that the movie gives the right context?
Yeah, it was pretty, like, at least to my point of view, I felt that the context that it gives you, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, no lie, the Haunted Mansion is literally the house that they built in the California one, not the one here in Orlando. But weird enough, the one in Orlando has something to do with the villain of the movie. It's totally like you're like, oh, okay, wow, that's interesting. So the house is the actual house that they built for this movie. It's in the Disney World, Disneyland in California. So that when you go there, you see the models and the makes and all stuff. You're like, okay, cool, but it just doesn't leave off there. So there's so much to the story on why these ghosts are haunting. You know, the traveling ghost. Like what what's their point when they travel with you? Which they show you they travel with you. The minute you cross the threshold of the house, you're instantly that's it. You're screwed. They're gonna follow you everywhere now, and they make sure they show you that. But the story itself is such a deep thing because you're looking at your main protagonist in this movie that you're like, okay, you see that he's grieving and stuff like that, but they throw a curveball at you because you think something is supposed to happen to him, but it's not him that they're after. It's someone within the party that you totally kind of like didn't really acknowledge him. You just kind of like push him to the side a little bit. And you're like, oh my God, him. And then that's when the whole plot thickens and all that stuff is happening. But it's a really good movie overall. It's a really good movie. I will say to give it a shot, watch it. Again, don't follow anything that Rotten Tomatoes is saying about their tomato meter and all that stuff. The audience score is still high, and it's pretty good though. I actually like this movie a lot. No lie.
I've said many times over that the tomato meter just is not indicative of how good a movie is.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I guess there's only one question that I have about the movie, and that's how is Elvis, and have you seen him lately?
No, we haven't.
They do establish that reference. You don't get that reference.
Is that a Men in Black reference?
You know what? That's it. You and I, we are Dunyan rings. How could you not get from the Ghostbusters?
Oh my God! Yeah, you're right. My bad. Sorry.
But all right, let's round
every
out.
Quote.
But you have to remember them around me.
Okay, sorry.
All right, let's round out the top 10. Number 4, Sound of Freedom, still going strong, made $12.4 million.
Nice.
Number 5, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Sadly, supposed to be a good movie, but it's It's floundering, $10.7 million. Talk to me. New horror movie debuted this past weekend, made $10 million. Indiana Jones and the oh my god, is this thing still going? Only made $4 million, only 167 million total. Elemental, number 8, with a 3.4 million, only made 144.9 million domestically.
Mm-hmm.
At number 9, we have Insidious: The Red Door at 3.1 million. So that monster opening, they dropped off. And at number 10, still on the chart, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse with 1.4 million. It's made $378.7 million domestically so far.
Interesting.
Pretty cool.
I do have to say something though, about this whole thing with the movie lineup right now. First, I'm surprised that Talk to Me is so down there with the way it is, and people are saying that it's a really good freaking horror movie. At least, like I'm dying to see it. And second, I'm already saying it right now. This Wednesday, Barbie is good. It's going to lose its momentum the minute that cartoon hits, and it's not because of the whole adults and stuff like that. I mean, not for the kids. I'm sorry, not only because of the kids and stuff, but the adults as well. There are fanatics of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the thing is that all the characters they're in there, and the voice actors. I mean, for God's sakes, one of them is Ice Cube, which I'm like, I need to hear this. I need to see how this is going to roll. I can care less about the fact that Seth Rogen is the one that's doing this whole thing, but I'm giving him a passing chance because I'm kind of curious to see how this movie's going to be. I love the art style of this cartoon. I'm kind of digging the way it is now. It kind of grew on me a little bit, if I should say. So I'm actually invested in this movie. So when it comes out this week, I'm gonna go see it. Like, it's happening.
The movie has reviewed well from the people who've been talking about it so far.
Mm-hmm.
I still think there's enough WTF factor for some people that it's going to hurt. I hope it does well. I never want a movie to do bad.
No,
I never want a movie to do bad because bad movies, that's not good for anybody.
Yeah,
but
like I know there's going to be a lot of talk about how Splinter looks. Like, he looks really, really old. Like I was like, man, that's supposed to be the guy that, takes down Shredder and stuff like that at times. You're like, man, that's old. You got that going on, and then you have Chubby April, which I'm not sure. I kind of see it. I guess she's a young, well, they already said that she's kind of like a young YouTuber type of thing. So she's reporting on that. But I want to see where this story goes about her. Who knows? There has to be more to this character than we know about. And then, of course, we got to see what they're gonna be talking about, because I'm kind of curious to know what's the angle of this cartoon. What's the total angle besides the fact that we're gonna be establishing the Ninja Turtles right now? There has to be something that we're like, okay, what's the whole point of this movie? Why are we seeing the Turtles now, and we're getting all this mosh podge of villains in here? Because it's just a bunch of villains they're just throwing into this pot right now, Willie. Right. And I'm just kind of curious. I'm not sure how I'm gonna take it. So I'm kind of like, all right, I'm gonna take it as it is. And I really want to see it though.
Let's see what happens. I don't know that it'll. I mean, it could, because after 3 weeks, maybe people are getting tired of the whole Barbenheimer thing. But let's see. I only hope that it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I don't want people to go to a movie and get disappointed.
Oh, and I forgot Meg 2. That's happening as well.
Which hasn't gotten that much press. I haven't seen much about it.
No, you want to hear press? They had a private screening, Willie, of this movie in a beach or a lake or something like that, where you go in the water in a little floaty tube, whatever, watch the movie in a lake or whatever to watch this freaking flick, or a private beach, something like that. And it was here in Miami.
It sounds morbid,
dude.
You know what would have been perfect?
What, Jaws?
Remember how they were talking over the weekend about how cocaine sharks exist?
Okay, we knew about this. You predicted.
Can you imagine?
You predicted this.
Yes. Can you imagine if you're sitting there watching the Meg 2 on a little floaty thing on the beach, and all of a sudden a shark comes up and taps you on the back, and you turn around and he has gold chains and he has a goatee, and he comes up to you, goes, oye, dame un pase, dame un pase.
Or he just kind of looks at you like, hey, you have an 8-ball there around you?
Oye, acere, dame un pase.
Chama, dame
Un pase. Un pase.
I'm telling you right now, man, if that Periquero shark comes out anywhere, bro, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. And you know what? The fact that you predicted this part was the part that actually hurt my brain. The fact that you're like, oh, watch him make cocaine shark. And ta-da,
you know what?
It's happening.
You know what? That means that I can predict the future, which means that this time next year, we are going to be sponsored by Pornhub, Manscaped, and it's probably going to be brilliant because I messed up the Magic Spoon part. I don't know.
No, Magic Spoon is going to want to talk to us now because they're going to be like, you know what? I like.
No, they're not.
Going.
No, they're not. It's like, listen, we know what you do with Cheetos. I don't want to know what you're going to do with the cereal.
They're gonna, all right, fine. They're going to get Lay's. They're gonna be like, hey guys, I heard what you guys do with Cheetos. I'm kind of curious.
You want to live stream that?
You know, just get over it. Oh, I'm so cheesy.
All right.
Gross.
I know you want to talk about something else, and I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you all right now. Okay, what? I have fallen off the Marvel bandwagon.
Yeah.
For those of you who saw Secret Invasion, I'm sure you share my pain.
Yeah, we all do actually.
You didn't want to believe me. You didn't want to believe me.
I'm trying to keep it optimistic, man. That's my thing.
Optimus Prime has no powers in the MCU.
That was powers.
I'm not going to say it was rolling garbage because they were on two legs. But oh my God. So many questions.
Look,
but
there's a lot of questions.
They're trying to win me back with season 2 of Loki.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look. I'm going to tell you this the best way I can right now. I'm in for it. I want to see it. I'm actually incredibly invested at the fact that they're going to make a season 2 of this, and I like the way it looks. I really do. I'm just I don't know.
Was a ride. Season 1 was a ride. A very good ride. And if they recreate that for season 2, all right. Made me happy. I don't have any faith in them anymore.
No, but look, the thing about this, Willie, that I'm kind of curious about is where they're going with this, because now the way we ended the first season is, of course, Loki, he's doing his thing, and he went back, and now Jonathan Majors is Kang, which, by the way, folks, he's staying. Jonathan Majors is staying. Like, they're not removing him or going to do something. I think he's staying for good. I think he's going to be Kang the Conqueror all the way across. So I wonder this is going to be an interesting outtake.
If Jonathan Majors is going to be Marvel's Ezra Miller.
Wow. Ugh. Ouch. I don't know how they're going to handle that one. I mean, I'm not sure if he's doing any blow either, but laying your hands on somebody.
Well, I mean, he's in prison. If he's in prison, he's doing something.
Yeah. All I can say, as much as nobody's stepping up to that man. But I do have questions, though, Willie.
We saw that.
No, he does. But I do have questions. Being that we both saw the season trailer of this whole glitching thing is a part that's kind of like throwing me off. I'm not sure what's the whole outtake of him glitching. But I do have to say that oh my God, what's his name?
Ki Kwan.
Ki Kwan. The fact that Ki Kwan. Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
The fact that he's in there, and for those who don't understand, remember Short Round from Indiana Jones? Yeah, he's in this.
Remember Everything Everywhere All at Once, that movie that won a bunch of Oscars?
Look, right here, this guy. Yeah. The fact that he's in this trailer.
I mean, look at the back of that hair. Who cannot recognize that back of the head?
Who cannot? And then the way he talks, because he has like this specific way of talking, which is like, oh my God, it's him. And it just made me so happy to see that he's in this TV show. So now I want to see what we're going to be facing here, Willie. Like, and how many episodes, and like I want more. I need more explanation about this.
I don't know.
And that's what I'm aiming for.
All we know is that since the events of season 1, Loki is time slipping, which is basically going in and out of timelines.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the characters from season 1 in season 2 in different forms, different roles. They're doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
You see Sylvie as a McDonald's employee.
Yeah, weird.
But the most important thing, that they don't resolve it. Does Morbius get his jet ski?
Yeah, I want to see him get his jet ski. I want that to happen.
I mean, I want to see him on a jet ski.
No,
or else it didn't happen. It didn't happen.
No.
But bueno, those are the things that we were going to share. Those are things that we wanted to talk about with some odds and ends in there. But I got to be honest with you. Been holding something back.
What do you mean?
I'm going to send you an article right now.
Oh God.
And I want to see your honest reaction to this. Wait, I'm going to enlarge the screen. I'm going to enlarge the screen because I want to see this.
All right, folks, get ready for like a surprise thing here for me. Let me put this over here in this page right here for everybody to see what I'm going to read. And then I click here. And if you wanted a Spy Kids reboot, you're in luck with what? Zachary Levi? Gino Rodriguez? I call him Levi. So what? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. You don't call the jeans Levi's.
No, I call him Levi. And he's a Levi, whatever. But so they're gonna make another freaking Spy Kids movie, a reboot to the original?
Reboot for Spy Kids.
But why? Like, why would they want to like
look who's doing it? Look who's doing it.
Netflix. I see.
And look who's directing.
Wait a minute. Let me see who's the director. Robert.
The original director.
Oh. Okay. So okay. Mixed feelings. Mostly positive now. Okay, fine. I'll watch it. If Zachary is gonna be in it, he's a fun character. I like him. And Gina Rodriguez, she's there. But Zach is the one he's the moneymaker. Let's be honest. He's the one the one that's gonna draw in people.
Let's go there.
Go.
Let's say Hollywood puts you in charge for a day. Mm-hmm. You get to green light one remaster.
One.
What's it gonna be?
Fast and Furious.
What?
Fast and Furious? I'll remaster that.
Squeeze me?
Reboot. I'll reboot that shit.
Baking soda?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your plan for this?
Make it better than what it is now?
So you're gonna remake the first movie?
Yes.
Just release the first movie. It's better already.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna tint it, give it a slight tint, and that's it. That's my reboot. Guys, remember how Vin Diesel was like, family. Nice. He just looks at you and goes, family.
Had me.
That's it. That's my reboot of the movie. That's right there.
All right, let me think long and deep and hard about this one.
Go.
That sounded a little kinky.
There
is one. Okay, they already bastardized Willow.
Yeah.
There is one movie that I perennially consider a good movie. I mean, it's considered a cult classic. It's an 80s movie. I doubt you've ever seen it in your entire life, and if you haven't, that's your homework assignment.
Okay, go.
Do you remember the movie Enemy Mine?
That sounds familiar. 80s, right?
This is an 80s movie. It's a space movie where Earth is at war with a planet with these people called the Drac.
They look like rocks?
Fish people. They look like
fish people. Yes. I remember that movie.
Okay. Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr.
Yeah, was
a great movie.
Yeah, which I think the one of the fish person he was with, it was actually an asexual. He was pregnant.
Yeah, and he ended up raising the kid.
Yeah, I remember.
That was a really good movie.
It was very deep.
That's a movie that I think can be done justice now. I mean, right director, right script.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's something that could be done justice, especially considering the message.
I don't remember the message.
It was basically a thing about, essentially it was a veiled racist thing.
Oh yeah,
because people from Earth viewed the Drac as, ugly, strange lizard people, and the Drac saw humans as uncultured swine, and that whole thing played out, and they were trapped in the cave for all that time, and they learned to get along and stuff like that. That's something that'll work today.
You know what? You're not wrong. And now that I'm kind of getting more of a remembrance of this movie, you're absolutely right, because they hated each other.
They hated each other because that's how they were.
Yeah.
And
they even had fights and stuff, which was freaking amazing.
They did. They absolutely did. And they wanted to kill each other several times, but they stuck with each other, and they became friends. And really good movie. For those of you who haven't seen the original, I don't know how you're going to find it. I don't know where it's available. Please try looking for it, because I think the movie still holds up.
It does. I think for like a time like this, that movie, if they would have shot that movie now, not even shot, if they were to re-release this movie now in theaters to rewatch it or whatever, I think it'll be a good watch for the people. And if they're going to do a reboot of it, I would say do it. Just don't make it weird. Just
now. If you want another movie, like if you another example, they give me the green light, whatever you want right now. I will remake Big Trouble in Little China. Jack Burton will be played by Jeremy Renner.
Good choice. Perfect choice, actually.
Jack Burton has to be played by Jeremy Renner. And I don't know who I would have as Gracie Law. Who would I have as Gracie Law?
For Gracie Law. Oh, my God. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now when it comes to that.
I can't figure it out either.
I mean, I can tell right now, if they were to do it now, it'd be great.
Can we have Kiwi Kwan be Egg Shen?
Yes. Oh my God, please. I mean,
who would be Lo Pan?
Lo Pan?
Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan and Lo Pan.
Yeah, I can see it, kind of.
And what about Jack Burton's friend? I forgot his name now.
Wait, who?
The Jack Burton's friend, the one that he went fighting with. Oh my God, what was his name?
Oh my God, the one that looks like Jet Li, like super young.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Jet Li, but yeah,
he kind of does.
You're being racist.
No, I'm not. He looks like Jet Li, dude. He does. So if we're gonna get if we're gonna put someone that's gonna be with Jack Burton, do we make him Asian orientated or?
Yes, it has to be Asian. You got to keep the same vibe. This is all Jack Burton is basically walking into something that has nothing to do with him. You got to do the same thing.
Dude, this guy from freaking the 10 Rings. Think about it.
Simu Liu?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Simu Liu in that role.
So can I. And he'll be perfect, actually. He's pretty quick when it comes to like jokes and stuff like that. He does have the
he's got good comedic timing.
Yeah, he has good fighting style. I will probably say that, him for sure.
Hollywood. I could do this. Well, after the strike. get that resolved, all right? Take care of your actors and your writers, you piece of crap.
There we go.
After that, give me a call. We can do this.
Yeah, I agree.
Just got to figure out who Gracie Law is going to be.
Yeah, no, that part's still. I know there is an actor that could be Gracie Law, but I just can't.
Oh no, there's plenty of great actresses who could be Gracie Law. Florence Pugh.
I don't know. Wait a minute. How about not Ortega?
Jenna Ortega,
no. How about this? No, because you already said that there was an announcer for every movie.
Anya Taylor-Joy, don't you dare.
You see, I didn't have to say the name, and you knew what I was talking about.
Listen, she's very talented, yes, but let her have a break. Jesus.
They're not going to
whatever. You know what? Let's throw it up. Okay, cast Matt Damon as Gracie Law. He'll do it. He'll do it.
You know what? He'll do it too. And you know what? He'll do it with a smile on his face. Actually,
Yes. He'll even kiss Jeremy Renner. I don't know how Jeremy's gonna feel about that.
I just don't know how I'm going to feel about watching him. I'm like, oh, how romantic. Why? Just that's why I stopped. I'm like, oh, great. Yeah. This is sponsored by Cheetos, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what, folks? What do you guys think about everything we just talked about today? Please comment down below, let us know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation about this. But we're done. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today on this amazing show. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button just to know we come with this amazing news, which is 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesday, and Friday, and a little something in between. Willie, any last words?
Alexandra Daddario?
You're really putting a lot of thought into this, and you know what? It has me thinking.
If I'm going to cast, I'm going to cast it right. I don't think she'll work. I don't know. I don't see her as having that much charisma. There's something else.
I will say this chick from Captain Marvel, but I don't know.
Brie Larson?
Yeah, but no.
No.
I don't see it.
No. But anyway.
But well, that's us right now, guys. We're gonna be commenting. You know what? Let us know who you would like to see. But thank you so much for watching us, and we'll see you next time. Peace, everybody.
Bye.